Welcome back to the Sovereign Renaissance. Now, in today's episode, we're going to be delving into the dark arts and explore some of its occult mechanics. The muting of personal sovereignty through glandular energy center inversion and perversion. We isolate the energetic inversion of 7 chakras, where mechanics weaponize the individual's nodes to strangle personal sovereignty. By mapping how predators hijack the 7 energetic gateways, we expose the precise frequency shifts that mute the authentic self. This deep dive decodes the strangulation used to paralyze resistance and enforce absolute spiritual compliance. In esoteric traditions, the energetic warfare, the chakras are viewed as the entry points or ports of the human energy body. A practitioner seeking to manipulate a victim's will often targets these centers to bypass the will, drain vitality, or instill specific behavioral patterns. Rather than a singular spell, this is often described as a systematic retuning of the victim's frequency to serve the practitioner's goals. Number 1, the root chakra. Now, this represents survival and security. The goal here is instability. By destabilizing the root, the practitioner ensures the victim stays in a survival state, making them easier to control. The technique, sending heavy or muddy energy to create feelings of irrational fear, financial anxiety, or physical fatigue. The result? The victim becomes obsessed with basic survival, losing the ability to think long-term or focus on spiritual growth. The second, the sacral chakra. This represents the emotions and sexuality. This is the primary target for creating dependency or siphoning loosh. The technique, cording into the sacral center to drain creative and sexual energy. This is often where the succubus and incubus dynamics or energy vampirism occur. The result? The victim may feel emotionally volatile, develop sudden cravings for the practitioner, or find their own creative passions suddenly dried up. The solar plexus, the will and power. This is the center of the will. To break a victim, the practitioner must compromise this chakra. How do they? The technique, a freezing or binding of the solar plexus to paralyze the victim's ability to take action or say no. The result, the victim feels in a pit in their stomach and loses the confidence to defend themselves, effectively becoming a puppet to the practitioner's suggestions. Number 4 is the heart chakra, the love and connection center, targeted to create isolation or false devotion, placing a veil or shield over the heart to block the victim from feeling love from their family or friends. Alternatively, hooking the heart to the practitioner so the victim feels a soul tie that isn't actually there. This results in the victim feeling lonely around loved ones, but feels an intense, painful need for the practitioner. Number 5 is the throat chakra, communication and truth. This is targeted to ensure silence, constricting the energy flow so the victim cannot find the words to explain what is happening to them. The victim literally feels choked up when trying to speak the truth. This supports the smear campaigns and flying monkey tactics mentioned previously by keeping the victim mute. 6. The third eye, intuition and perception. The goal is confusion and gaslighting. Clouding the third eye with static or mirrors, this distorts the victim's intuition so they can no longer tell the difference between a gut feeling and a manipulated thought. The victim begins to trust people external to themselves more than their own senses, leading to total psychological subversion. And lastly, number 7, the crown chakra, spiritual connection. The final stage is spiritual sovereignty, attempting to cap or sever the connection between the victim from their source or higher self or ancestors, whichever term resonates. The victim feels abandoned by God, leading to a deep sense of nihilism or despair. This makes them fully reliant on spiritual guidance of practitioners. In many spiritual defense practices, the primary way to counter these attacks is through grounding or clearing the field. The victim makes their chakras slick so that the hooks and cords of the practitioners have nothing to grab onto. Your biology is weaponized by architects you cannot see. There is a silent, frequency-based war targeting your pineal and adrenal glands to sever your connection to higher sovereignty. If you feel constantly exhausted or spiritually blocked, you are likely a victim of systematic indoctrination warfare designed for metabolic enslavement. If you liked today's episode, please do like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, goodbye.